Okay, I want you following along with me as we are reading in page 18 of our social studies workbooks. Today, our learning objective is I can explain what a time zone is. So what is a time zone? Well, if you look at this map right here, it has the world divided into time zones. So let's go ahead and read this first paragraph. As Earth rotates, different parts of the world face the sun at different times. This is something that you may have learned in science before. Different places start their day at different times based on where they are located. To organize time around the world, Earth is divided into 24 time zones. So that's what a time zone is. The starting point for calculating time zones is the prime meridian, which runs through Greenwich, England. Each time zone west of it is 1 hour earlier than the previous zone. Each time zone east of Greenwich is 1 hour later than the previous zone. Where the zones meet on the opposite side of Earth is the international dateline. So that may be a little bit confusing, but what you need to know is that the sun isn't always in the same spot at the same time. So the sun might be here while the Earth is rotating, and the Earth is rotating, so the sun is actually in the same location, but as the Earth is rotating, the sun is facing different parts of the world. So it's easier to show this when you are looking at a globe as opposed to a map. So that's why sometimes it's morning here, while it might be evening time or nighttime around here. So let's talk about the United States time zones. So the United States is divided into 4 main time zones. Alaska and Hawaii are in different time zones because of their locations, because Alaska is way over here and Hawaii is way over here. Tennessee is part of 2 different U.S. time zones. As you can see right here, it's kind of stuck between 2. The eastern part of Tennessee is in the U.S. Eastern time zone. That's where we are. We're about right here. So we're in the middle and western parts of Tennessee. We're in the middle part, so we are in the central time zone, right about here. So if you go over here, the time will jump an hour, and you'll be in a different time zone. So the reason why is because if we didn't have these time zones, and it was the same time everywhere, that means it would get, let's say at 7 p.m. it gets dark here. Well, then it would still be 7 p.m. for here, but it would be light out. And so that wouldn't be fair to them. So they have to change those different times so that it reflects when it's nighttime, it should be dark. When it's daytime, it should be light. So that's what time zones help us do, is figure out and match with day and night. So I hope that makes it a little bit easier. I want you to answer these questions and write those answers in your workbook.